Good day, everyone. I am Jonathan, and I'm a defense psychologist with MINDEF. I am here today to share a part of my PhD research, which is titled Pro-Social Leadership: The Influence of Leadership Behaviors, Leader-Member Exchange on Organizational Commitment. I would like to thank my research supervisor, Associate Professor Lim Kam Ming from the National Institute of Education, who is also the second author for this study. The current study's inspiration was drawn from the observation that changing organizational climate have pushed the need for organizations to reconceptualize the outcomes of effective leadership. For example, changing demographics and aspirations of employees have seen organizations ramp up their focus on engagement efforts in a bid to retain staff and minimize attrition, which often incurs significant costs to organizations. Engendering commitment against the backdrop of current organizational climate has moved leaders to focus on employee-oriented approaches as means of engendering commitment among their staff towards achieving mission success. This emphasis takes on greater importance as current workplaces exist as social spheres where employees are active participants and respondents of leadership behaviors, playing their role in achieving organizational success. With that in mind, the current research aimed to examine how pro-social leadership behaviors influence employee organizational commitment in three components of effective, normative, and continuance commitments. Secondly, the research also sought to explore how pro-social leadership behaviors affect LMX dimensions, especially critical areas of employee contribution and professional respect that are directly linked to the outcomes of effective leadership. Thirdly, the study looked to understand how employee contribution and professional respect affect the levels of organizational commitment among employees. Lastly, the current study wanted to find out the mediating effect that contribution and professional respect of the LMX dimensions on the relationship between pro-social leadership and organizational commitment. A cross-sectional design was adopted for the study utilizing the four questionnaires stated in the poster. 295 participants participated in the study. Data collection was conducted via Qualtrics, an online survey platform. 60% of participants were PMETs, while 73% of the respondents had worked with their supervisor for at least the past 6 months. Hierarchical regression was first performed to examine the predictive effects and contributions of POQ factors on LMX MDM dimensions. Secondly, similar analysis was conducted to examine the effects of LMX MDM dimensions on OCS components. Lastly, mediation analysis was conducted by use of process modeling to examine the effects of LMX dimensions on the relationship between POQ and OCS. As shown in the results, with the addition of helping behavior into Model 2, both effective relationship and helping behaviors were shown to have significant impact on normative commitment. However, only helping behavior showed significant impact on continuance commitment. The POQ variables accounted for 48.1% of variance in professional respect. It was found that effective relationship followed by helping behavior were significant predictors of professional respect. Loyalty was a significant predictor of effective commitment. However, with the inclusion of professional respect, it appeared to reduce its predictive significance. While loyalty was a significant predictor of normative commitment in the regression model without professional respect, the inclusion of professional respect appeared to reduce its predictive significance on normative commitment as well. The mediation analysis showed that the indirect effect of pro-social leadership on organizational commitment via professional respect accounted for about 43% of the total effect of the model. In conclusion, pro-social leadership behaviors, specifically helping behaviors, showed predictive effect on normative and continuance commitment, which are driven by feelings of obligation due to reciprocity, as well as transactional costs, respectively. Helping behaviors enacted by leaders also predicted employees' reported desire to contribute to organizational mission as a result of reciprocity for benefiting from their leaders' help. Helping behaviors as well as effective relations from pro-social leadership predicted the professional respect that employees give to their leaders. Professional respect also influenced the effective and normative components of organizational commitment, which are driven by effective affiliation and obligations. Lastly, professional respect mediated the relationship between pro-social leadership behaviors and organizational commitment. From a real-world application perspective, security operations have little margins for errors, and commitment to the team purpose and mission is paramount for success. Leaders who rely solely on command and control may inadvertently compromise team commitment and success. Instead, leaders who invest in nurturing relationships with their subordinates through daily social interaction can engender sense of effective obligation to contribute to team success. Professional respect gained from the close positive exchanges between leaders and team members raises the credibility and standing of the leader, a powerful driver of employee commitment. The findings of the study supports the notion that respect for a leader needs to be earned, and more importantly, be earned from the interactions where feelings of affiliation, obligation, and practical transactions are developed. With this, I end my poster presentation and thank you for your kind attention.